3 p.m. tip, it seemed like it took a little while for you guys to get going, but what shifted in the second half?
Yeah, we don't like day games, so I hope we don't have many more this year. I think we found a rhythm. Guys started making some shots, gave us some energy on the defensive end. The things that jump out to me tonight were our ability to live in their paint. The fact that we had 31 second chance points. That's 2 games in a row now where we really did a great job of working the glass for second chance opportunities. And to have 30 assists and only 8 turnovers is great. So it's a hell of a win. Love the fact that I think we have the best home record in the NBA right now. A lot of that has to do with our fans, so a big shout out to them. And now we get ready to go 5 games in 7 nights and back-to-back on the road against 2 very good teams. So it's going to be a heck of a challenge for us.
Another stellar performance from Nikola Jokic. What have you seen from him lately that has allowed his game to be elevated?
Obviously tonight I thought he could have had 50 points. He missed a lot of little chippies and bunnies around the basket, but 39 points impacts the game in every way possible. And I think he understands for us to be the team that we all want to be, he has to be a big part of that. He has to be aggressive. I love the fact he took 29 shots tonight. Go back a month and a half ago, he took 1 shot in the game. So an aggressive Nikola Jokic to score, to make plays, to rebound is a hell of a player, and that sets a tone for everybody. I thought having 2 starters come off the bench for us, and Paul and Gary, I thought those guys are really good. And that start of the 4th quarter was key. Close game, but that group that started the 4th allowed us to hold on to Jamal and Nikola until around the 6-minute mark, which is great. Give those guys some rest. And Monte Morris hit some big shots, and I was proud of him and his play in that 4th quarter as well.
In the pick and roll in the first half, it seemed like they were getting a lot of open looks. Did you guys change anything, or what adjustments did you make?
No, we talked about it at halftime. The roller was killing us. We did a pretty good job on Kemba. And you have to give him that much attention. He's a hell of a player. He's an all-star. But Biyombo really hurt us. In the first half, he gave us 16 points off the roll, and 10 of those were to Biyombo. So the emphasis at halftime was we got to be in. We got to be taking care of the roller and then build our defense out to the 3-point line. We were so worried about their shooters, we weren't accounting for the roll. Much better job. I thought we have active hands. We forced turnovers, and we were able to score 27 points off those turnovers, which is a sign of an active defense.
There were times in Nikola's career, maybe last year, the year before, where if he didn't make shots starting out, he just might not shoot that much. You think it represents progress that even when he starts out cold, he'll just keep shooting through?
Yeah, and I've seen that multiple times this year where in the past, there was a game at Oklahoma City, I think, where he struggled, but down the stretch, last 3, he said, I got to take over. I got to make the plays. So, he knows that whether he misses 2 in a row, 5 in a row, we need him to stay aggressive, because when he's doing that, that forces teams to account for that, and that's when you get open behind him and he makes the right play time and time again. But yeah, he's not allowing the last play to affect his next play, which is a sign of maturity.
He's told us before
at Pepsi Center. What's the confidence level like with these guys when they take the floor here?
Yeah, I think it's building off of last year. We had the 4th best home record in the NBA last year with 31 home wins. And that has, I think, generated a lot of interest and excitement in our city, and the fans and the sellouts and the crowds have been phenomenal. But every time we take the floor at home, we expect to win. And the same thing on the road. And we've been a much better road team this year, and we're off to a hell of a start. I think we're 16-3 at home right now, and that's because our guys are playing well. They have confidence, and we have a great fan turnout.
Nicola's told us before that his game is entirely based off of how he feels, not the matchup, not anything else, just how he feels. What do you think goes through his head in determining how much he shoots in a game?
Oh, well, I hope he's shooting when he's open. And tonight I thought he was open all night long. They did a good job of starting a small guy on him with Marvin Williams, and as the game went on, they put a big guy on him, gave him different looks. And I think the way we use Nikola makes it hard, because we put him in pick and roll, we put him in the post, we put him on the elbows, space him around, move him around, and give the other teams different looks. And the one thing I love about Nikola is very, very rarely will he ever force a play. He's going to make the right read time and time again, and that's why he makes all of his teammates much better players.
They shot well, but did you sense progress on the defensive end tonight?
It was all right. We had a couple of breakdowns. At the end of the 3rd quarter, we give up a 3 to Malik Monk. Inexcusable defensive breakdown. Those kind of plays can carry over into the 4th quarter. I'm thankful they did not. We came out and started the 4th really well. But it was okay tonight, Matt. I think we can definitely be much better. I thought we did a pretty good job on Kemba Walker. You force him into 6 of 17 shooting. That's pretty good, but we give up 11 threes, and we got to be a little bit better than that.
Coach, what's the excitement level for you when you have Gary and Fall getting out there tonight? Looks like they're really starting to find their rhythm here, and just that this roster that you haven't had whole for so long seems like you're really close to getting everybody back and everybody in a rhythm again.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited. Can't you tell? It's good to be healthy. It's good to be whole. And I love tonight was the first time since they've come back, Harrison, where both guys were playing, at the level we're expecting them to play at. I thought Paul, obviously he's got one more game than Gary has, but both of those guys I think showed that they're ready to take their starting jobs back. And me bringing them off the bench was just trying to get them back into a game rhythm. It's tough when you're playing so well. Sometimes you don't want to mess with it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But we'll look going forward to see what's best for our team, and to have those two coming off the bench is a real luxury.
I have to ask too, that's back-to-back games now where we've seen Nikola Jokic go coast to coast and dunk. Is there a resolution that we should be aware of? Or?
We showed some film before the game, and that was one of the plays that we showed. And right when it came on, he was the most excited guy in the room. He was like a 2-year-old getting ready to watch himself dribble up and down the court and jump over the Sunday paper. But he's shown his athleticism. People showed in different ways, and that's Nikola doing his thing. So I'm happy for him.
Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it, everybody.